All right, Sagittarius, I have a question for you. When is impatience appropriate? When is impatience appropriate? I was going through my little notes here and I was just like, there's something in this little pile of post-its for Sagittarius. And I just randomly flipped to one, and it was one that me and the Spartan Spirit Squad have previously discussed, but it feels like very pertinent for you. And it says, impatience means you have an expectation that something needs to happen within a certain time frame. Your assessment of it, your assessment of how fast something can happen is inaccurate. Or you may have some sort of entitlement around the time frame. So I ask again, and I want you to really think about it. When is impatience appropriate? Of course, exactly. Look at me getting impatient. Hi, Sagittarius. It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2024, baby. Starting off your season with your ruling planet Jupiter in your shadow, Gemini, in your opposite sign. Your ruling planet on your axis. Where you are, I understand. Your ruling planet wants you to focus on how you think. Gemini is I think. And I'm sure you all are able to grasp the concept that thinking is very different from understanding, and understanding is in higher octave than thinking. And so luck, expansion, fortune, faith, belief comes to you when you let yourself think a bit differently than you have for a very long time. And I'm ready to dive in. Hydrate, light it if you need it. That's the new tag phrase. It's no more light it if you got it. Light it if you need it. And it's funny, throwback to last season's Sagittarius video, You Got Kids, which is that song, the MGMT song, Kids. Control yourself. Take only what you need from it. All right. Welcoming in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2024. I feel like some of you have a solid reason to be impatient about something right now, or frustrated about the pace or a lack of movement in something in your life. Like your impatience, your frustration is warranted in some sort of way. The other half of you, and you know who you are, the other half of you is just like, quit being a kid, sit down, calm down. You just want a reason to be blunt. You just want a reason to stir some shit up. You just want a reason to say some shit. But the other half of you got plenty reason to like stop trying to be quiet and say something. Move things along. Like, are we progressing or not? You know who you are. All right, so thanking you, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2024. First card out is the Seven of Swords. So the first thing to be clarified on the selenite throne in Virgo season is this big change in your thought processes. Thoughts, swords are air, swords are thoughts, words, legalities, mindsets, perspectives. And 7 is a change. So there is a big change in your perspective. Some of you are finally starting to realize you're wasting my fucking time. This situation, this person, this interaction is a waste of you're wasting my fucking time. You're playing with my time and I'm reclaiming my time. It's giving very sassy. Some of you are finally transmuting your betrayals into breakthroughs. Some of you have maybe realized that I don't like the way that this is going. This feels like you're taking advantage of me. This feels like you're lying or stealing or cheating or betraying me in some sort of way. Some of you are finally coming to grips with the fact that you've done enough altering of yourself to fit into a situation, and it's like you're chomping at the bit for change, chomping at the bit for things to progress, for things to move forward. Some of you are done spending all this time going back and forth. And this is not like you, Sagittarius. I feel like in a lot of ways, like you've altered yourself for something or someone, and it's generated all this indecision when you're not used to dabbling in indecision. You're not used to questioning yourself or going back and forth. This may involve somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. I feel like you're learning how to get more grounded in your mindset, learning how to get more grounded in this new reality. And there's something here about like, chop fucking chop. What are we doing? And I feel like some of us, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, some of you are in this position where you're still unsure how you feel about someone's behavior or about some shady behavior, or there could just be behavior that you feel shady. You can't shake how you feel about something, but you're trying to conform in some sort of way, or you're trying to reframe something in your mind. And I feel like in Virgo season, the season of I Analyze, thinking, analyzing, and understanding are all in the same vein. And there's something here where it's like, you know what? It's giving that, like, you know what? That's what it's giving. I feel like you're changing your mind, or this air sign is changing their mind and going in a different direction. Someone may be too hurt to make a decision. Someone still may be holding on to pain. You or someone around you, so you or someone that you're dealing with may still be too caught up in previous pain to really be with you in the present. And I say a lot of you, but flip it. It may be you in that situation, maybe somebody else. But I'm telling you, there's the initial stages of a new mindset, the initial stages of a new way of communicating, the initial stages of like new ideas. I feel like new ideas are coming in. Luck comes to you by way of acting on your ideas. Don't let your ideas just stay ideas. Put in the work, put in the time, put in the effort so you can generate this change and so that you can generate clarity. Some of you have been holding on, like biting your tongue, not saying what needs to be said. And you see how much like easier life is with just one sword, with just one stance, not trying to like juggle all of these things from the past, not trying to juggle all these emotions. Like it's time to get real clear about how you feel about something, how you feel about someone, how you feel about this, possibly this air sign, how you feel possibly about this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Some of you may need, like, you know that you need to, some of you are on social media too much, but some of you also have great ideas that you need to be putting on social media. If you are like selling something, or if you have like a brand you need to promote, then there's something there about breaking away from your fear and your insecurity around putting yourself out there and just fucking doing it. Or some of you, this comes from laziness and procrastination. And it's like, you have, like, you need to generate consistency. You need to give yourself consistent Consistent, like diligence, you being diligent about something, you being consistent about an idea or something that you want to create or generate. Please continue. I also feel like some of you are doing a little bit of Facebook stalking, or someone is doing some Facebook stalking on you. Center of the reading being the moon, and then we have the 8 of Wands. And when the moon comes up, it's like there's things that you're not seeing clearly. I feel like you have let yourself wade in the water of indecision for way too long, and that's not like you. There's something here. It's like it's time to come out of your shell. It's time to figure out, like, hey, which aspect of me is going to lead the processional forward amidst this new spiritual journey, this spiritual awakening that I'm going through, especially if it has to do with a Pisces or possibly a Cancer, but this is a Pisces card. Some of you are supposed to be having, like, there will be really intense conversations, powerful truths spoken this season. Some of you have powerful truths to express to this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, or your mother, or a mother figure, someone on the mother's side of the family. And you expressing that truth is going to generate movement. The pace picks up. Things move forward really quickly. All right, final card, final message. I knew yours was going to come out quick. Final card, final message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2024. First card I saw was the Hierophant reverse, so that's the final card that we're taking. Then also the Two of Cups came out, and the Four of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. But because I only take 5 cards, we're going to have the Two of Cups be on the bottom of the deck. But let's look at this. Some of you want more peace, want more connection, want more love, want more stimuli, want more of a spiritual connection with your partner, or your friends or your family, or this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Some of you are seeking, you are the sign of philosophy. You are the sign of faith. You are the sign of higher learning. And for the Hierophant to come out reversed, there's something here about it's time to challenge the status quo. You want to break free from tradition. You want to break free from, some of you, like, you want to break up. Some of you, like, you thought you wanted to get married, but now you have different opinions. Some of you have always been a rebel. You know, there's some sort of like rebellious spirit that's coming out when it comes to conformity, when it comes to tradition, when it comes to religion, when it comes to like groups or like group think. I feel like you're breaking free from some sort of old mindset or perspective around what other people would think is traditional. Like, what is traditional to you, I feel like you've repelled in some sort of way. And so some of you have been repelling the traditions, and now you're realizing you want it. Some of you have originally wanted traditional shit, and now you're repelling or breaking away from it. There could be something off. There could be something off with like your faith or your religious beliefs, or there's like some kind of new aha moment around school or around higher learning, around education. I feel like whatever obstacle comes up, you need to look at the underbelly of it and you need to study. It's like looking at what's beneath the surface, diving much deeper into the subconscious mind. It's so wild that the subconscious mind has come up in every fucking reading, and that makes sense because the opposite of Virgo, the shadow of Virgo, is Pisces, and Pisces is all things subconscious mind. The moon card is all things subconscious mind, dreams, intuition, dreams, your intuition, all things beyond the veil. And I'm a firm believer that with the way the sky is set up right now, I wouldn't make any big decisions until at least, at minimum, September 1st. But if you can hold it off to September 15th, I would. So let's zoom out. two major arcana cards. The center of the season is going to bring in some sort of like you think you know but you have no idea type shit. There's going to be someone with Pisces or Cancer or a maternal figure is going to be playing a big role in this season. Could be a mother-in-law, could be a baby mama, or your partner's your partner's baby mama, baby daddy type shit. Whichever it is, it could be a parental unit. But I do feel like there's illusions, there's secrets, there's things that like things are not as they seem in some sort of way. So you don't need to be going full force. But I do feel like you need to be asking pertinent questions, especially when it comes to romantic relationships, and especially when it comes to like you feeling not at peace with something. Some of you are not at peace in your relationship. Some of you are terrified of connection and intimacy. Some of you are already deep in intimacy, in intimate and committed relationships, and there's some sort of unrest that I feel like can be resolved if you just talk about it and ask about it. And I feel like the truth will come in. And some of you, the answer that comes in is going to hurt. And that hurting does not need to be fucking ignored. Stop putting yourself on such a low pedestal that you accept breadcrumbs of what you actually deserve. Some of you are contorting yourselves just to be loved, just to be like, just to stay in a situation, or just to like perpetuate what it is that you like want to have or want to build or have built with someone. There is a change in the realm of the mind. Maybe some of you are catching somebody do something sneaky, or maybe some of you are sensing deception or sensing manipulation, and you finally find the gall to talk about it or call this person out or say the thing, do the thing. I feel like whatever sneaking suspicion you have, you need to let yourself investigate. You need to ask probing questions. You need to also break out of a place of fear and start implementing these ideas and these new communication skills. Some of you are with someone very watery, someone that's very emotional, very intense in some arena. And I feel like you're either bored or feeling neglected or fed up or tired in some sort of way. And you've got to talk about it, because if not, you're just generating all this resentment. Some of you are staying with somebody because you think that they're good for you. Some of you are staying with somebody because it makes sense, or you've got all these years or all this time in, and in some sort of way, you're like diminishing what you actually are, diminishing who you actually are, and how fast you're going, how dope life could be, how much fun you could be having, how good your life, how just like there's just so many good times to be had. And I feel like you could be having these good times with someone, but you need to really think about it. If this is where you want to be, is this the job you want to be in? Is this the commitment that you want to be in? Is this the kind of relationship you want to be in? Is this the kind of household or family you want to be in? You need to think about it, because there's good news coming about money. Ooh. All right, I'm getting a little bit into the plunge here. And normally I, go in these depths with the Spartan Spirit Squad over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, we clarify all these cards, and there's all kinds of dope astrological content, so check it out. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. So going a little deeper beyond the deck, I feel like some of you are staying somewhere because you think that you can't financially support yourself, or some of you are with somebody who is struggling to financially support themselves, and either they are using you and saving money that you've given them, so that they can strike out on their own, or you are in a position where you're about to find yourself being very, very financially stable, and the divine's like, what you gonna do? Are you gonna like become the best version of you that you can be, or are you going to stay connected to this broken connection or this broken person who makes you feel left out in the cold, or that you don't have like this spark or thing with anymore? Like some of you are in situations that have like devolved. Some of you are with people and your creativity, your spark, that like your artistry has like nosedived. And you're racking your brain trying to figure out why you're not being productive, or why you're not doing things, or why life is, maybe boring or mundane in some sort of way. And Virgo season is here to expose the real answer. And that's that you chose this and you keep choosing it. And it's time for you to break out of the fear that's been holding you in some sort of uncomfortable situation, so that you can like reinvigorate your life. You can reacquaint yourself with the awe and the wonder and the goodness that surrounds you. Some of you have brilliant fucking ideas and you need to act on it after the 15th, but it's like time to create a plan. For some of you, it's time to create an exit strategy. For some of you, this Pisces or Cancer reveals a truth to you that is going to generate some opposition. Like, I feel like you're going to find out like we're going in different directions, or we have different like we don't have the same values. I want a different kind of life. I want a different kind of experience. And I feel like y'all were in a place where you were very afraid to shake the boat or rock the boat. No mas. And I feel like you start speaking your truth to this person that's very emotional, and all of a sudden it's going to be like such a big deal that you have feelings and emotions. I don't even feel like you're with somebody who's going to like, who's like properly validating you or like really sees you. And maybe some of you are in starting new relationships with people who do see you, who do validate you, and you've been so low-key traumatized from the previous relationship that you don't even know how to like accept this, like you don't know how to respond. Some of you are struggling to let good things in, because with the 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, I do feel like there's new depths in connection. Some of you have found somebody that you really can entwine your life with, and it feels wonderful, but you're scared because of previous pain. Some of you have been in this for a long time, and now you're ready to break free, even though there's all this love there. There's all this adoration there. Unpopular opinion, but like, since when has love ever been enough? Love is the fucking bare minimum baseline. Do we have fun together? Do you understand me? Do I feel understood by you? Can we communicate effectively? Are we on the same fucking team? Do you show up for me the way I show up for you? I feel like you're learning how to ask different questions in regards to like life partner, relationship stuff. You're really going to figure out what it is that matters to you. So for some of you, this big change in the realm of your thought process, Jupiter being in Gemini, I think it's like giving a whole new world. There's something there around like a whole new world, a whole new thought process, a realization that things could be so much better. So who is the dark cloud in the room? And what is this like dark, heavy, secretive, mysterious energy? that you are connecting yourself to or committing yourself to. You know, I just feel like you guys are going through an awakening and you need to figure out, have you been the docile, obedient, domestic dog and you need to let that feral wolf come out? Or have you been wiling the fuck out for so long that being domestic and diligent and committed terrifies you? The truth is coming out, and there is a change in the cycle of how you move, how you operate. The pace that life is coming at you at, you know, it's picking up. And I'll also feel like you start to dive deeper into why, asking yourself, why do I do these things? Why, like, where did I learn this from? Probably your mom. Why did I learn, where did I learn to stay in committed relation or commit myself to things that are uncomfortable? Why did I learn, where did I learn this, whatever, you know, insert obstacle, where did I learn this from? You're going to start to realize it's from your childhood. And the deeper that you dive into understanding why you do what you do when you know what you know, the bigger the change that's going to be generated in your life. The sooner that you dive deeper into understanding your subconscious mind, the quicker that life ignites for you. And life ignites by way of opposition. I feel like you are finally starting to oppose a certain part of yourself. And you're ready to break free. So again, I will ask you, when is impatience appropriate? And have you gotten impatient with yourself enough yet? Some of you are like, aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of dealing with the same shit? Aren't you tired of doing the same thing? Aren't you tired of not letting yourself just let your fucking freak flag fly as high as possible? Aren't you? But also, some of you have been doing that. And then it's like, aren't you tired of not having that like deep, loving connection, that deep commitment, that deep, intense, spiritual, divine connection that you know you can have, that philosophical, having philosophical questions, somebody that doesn't make you feel dumb, or somebody that really is curious about you? Like, you can have whatever it is that you want. Are you going to make room for it or not? How can the right person, the right job come in if you stay connected to this thing that keeps siphoning from you? It could be a job, it could be an addiction, it could be a person, it could be a Pisces, it could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It could, okay, also, I feel like there's, for those of you who are dealing with people with air placements, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, I feel like something is coming to light. There's some, like maybe a big secret or a truth that's revealed, a powerful conversation. There could even be, we're done doing things this way and we're having this aha moment about like how to implement our new ideas, how to get more creative together. But some of you are finding out this person's a little fucked up, and you got to figure out if you want to deal with that or not. Some of you, this person's revealing to you the ways that you are fucked up, and it's time to really think about that. For those of you dealing with a Pisces, I feel like they are like kind of sucking up the life in the room. They're kind of like, there's something unknown, secretive. There's something going on with like mental health. There's something going on with maybe even addiction or drugs or sadness or depression or anxiety. And you're being placed at a crossroads with this connection, or they're expressing that to you. For those of you dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, I feel like it's good. I feel like it's fun. I feel like things are moving forward. I feel like there's like other, you know, haters may hate, potatoes gonna potate. There's something around like you being with someone like-minded and of the same energy, I feel like is really helping you break free. And for those of you dealing with a Taurus, I feel like you're finding out what a fucking farce they are. Or you've learned what you needed to learn and you're being forced to become your own teacher. Some of you, it's like there is it's her, the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. There's something about a miseducation. There may be a song on that album that you need to go listen to. Go check that out. There may be something about like alternative forms of studying, alternative forms of love relationships. Do you want to be monogamous? Do you want to be polyamorous? What are you? Not what's cool and what's trendy, but what actually do you want? What actually will make you happy? What will make you feel safe? Because there's something here, something new wants to come in that will absolutely make you feel safe, stoke your ego in the right way, in a healthy way. Somebody that provides and nurtures and is like kind and sweet, and you feel safe to be yourself, not fucking sad or like you're playing Captain Save-A-Ho or constantly having to take the brunt of the storm for everything. There's opportunities for you to not be a groupie and keep it fucking moving and experience public success and recognition if you choose to be true to yourself and move forward. I am ready to clarify this. So I will see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. Please. Fucking please. Again, Sagittarius, what is it with you in the remote?
For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.